Hey guys, welcome back to the Opportunity Architect. This is day 2 of our daily update series. So yesterday I talked about some challenges that I've been facing with the agent development kit, such as the latency overhead with the compulsory 2 LLM calls that I showed you guys through an example in our live tracking ADK app, where I asked what are my open tasks, and where the router agent then called the list all tasks function, the backend executed the function, and a second LM call then returned a human readable response. And we also saw this in the trace, where we had one LM call, the function execution, and then another second LM call, which took us around 3 seconds in total, instead of 1.2 seconds with the GenAI SDK. I asked you guys for feedback in your experience with the Google ADK, but unfortunately there weren't any comment replies so far. But luckily I also cross-posted about my project on Reddit, and most of the comments were about questioning the merit of the project. So I got the sentiment people thought this project is all about doing simple chores, but it's not. It's all about being strategic and taking your daily grind to the next level, which apparently lots of people thought is weird. Also, another theme I saw was focused around Schadenfreude, so perhaps some people felt threatened in their worldview and genuinely want to see me fail. So I thought perhaps I should clarify my big picture. Why am I doing all this? So here you can see my values. Among others, I care about self-improvement, taking good care of my health and fitness, and being kind to strangers. And tying into my second value, my goal is to work out every day for at least 30 minutes. Because my health and fitness is foundational to achieving everything else. And my policy, or meaning in life, is to maximize the expected value of my values and goals through strategic action. So this is described in a bit more detail here. So I'm leveraging an opportunity cost framework and plan to continuously learn and adapt to lead a fulfilling and impactful life. And this can also be seen in the heuristics that I live by. So I realize every decision has an opportunity cost. And I constantly remind myself what am I giving up by choosing an option, or if there's a better alternative that aligns more with my long-term goals. Also tying into my challenge of proactive planning, I intend to anticipate and prevent problems rather than only react and do damage control. And I'm acutely aware that even if I do everything right, bad circumstances can still lead to bad outcomes. So maximizing your odds is the key. So how do you do that? You find a niche through exploration and then you capitalize on it via exploitation. And to give you guys an example how I leverage my AI life coach, and here I told it that I decided to cross-post on Reddit again, and I felt a lot of this crabs in the bucket mentality. So this is an analogy, kind of like when a crab tries to crawl out of the bucket, the other crabs pull it back in, so that all the crabs stay in the bucket, and nobody has a chance of ever getting out. So this is an example of a lose-lose mentality. Instead of thinking of scenarios where everyone can win, this is a zero-sum mentality. A worldview where if someone wants to win, another person has to lose. Yeah, so I realized the daily update series is quite exhausting and stressful because I constantly have to come up with new content. And maybe content should come naturally, and if so, maybe I should rely on fleeting motivation. But then my AI coach tells me it's completely understandable to feel discouraged, given the Schadenfreude feedback. But given my policy to maximize expected value through strategic action, relying on fleeting motivation doesn't make sense. Instead, I need to rely on consistency because it builds discipline. So it tells me to not let negative feedback derail my strategic move. And I just need consistency to show up, and I don't need to produce a masterpiece every single day. So I hope you guys get my big picture and what this project is all about and what drives me. And if you have any feedback or suggestions, let me know in the comments. And also leave a like, subscribe, and I hope I see you guys again tomorrow for day 3 of our daily update series. And goodbye.